Hi everybody. Today we will discuss some problems, especially your board years problem, okay, of this chapter, mole concept and stoichiometry. So first we will start the current year, that ICSE year 2020. First problem was that the amount of each reactant required to produce 750 ml carbon dioxide gas when 2 volume of carbon monoxide combines with 1 volume of oxygen to produce 2 volume of carbon dioxide. Okay, this is the first question. So here the total mass in every year from this chapter is coming. Minimum 12 marks, maximum 15 marks is coming. So if you prepare this chapter properly, especially numericals will come, then you will get the full marks, that means 15 out of 15 or 12 out of 12. So this is a very easy chapter, okay, numericals are very easy. So here the first numerical I will solve. This numerical is based on the Gay-Lussac's law of combining volumes. So first we have to write the equation, that is twice CO gas, carbon monoxide gas is reacting with oxygen gas forming carbon dioxide gas. So here 2 volume carbon monoxide is reacting with 1 volume of oxygen forming 2 volume of carbon dioxide gas. Okay. Now your first question is given that amount of each reactant required to produce 750 ml of carbon dioxide. So here 2 volume is equal to 750 ml. So what will be the 1 volume? 1 volume of CO2 will be equal to, that is 750 divided by 2 is equal to, if you calculate you will get 375 ml. Now the question is asked that the amount of each reactant required. One reactant is the carbon monoxide, another is oxygen. So one is 2 volume and another is 1 volume. So here 1 volume is equal to 375. So 2 volume carbon monoxide will be equal to 750 ml. And 1 volume oxygen will be equal to that 375 ml. So this is the answer of your first question, that the amount of each reactant required to produce 750 ml of CO2. So to produce 750 ml of CO2, we need, that is 750 ml of carbon monoxide and 375 ml of oxygen. Okay. Then we will go to the next question. Next question is given the volume occupied by 80 gram of carbon dioxide at STP. So here first you have to find out the molar mass of CO2. That will be 12 plus 16 into 2. That means 44. So at STP, gram carbon dioxide, okay, gas occupies the volume. What volume it will occupy? That is 22.4 liter at STP. Okay. Now here we have to find out that 80 gram of carbon dioxide. So 80 gram of carbon dioxide gas volume will be 22 divided 0.4 divided by 44 into 80 liters. If you calculate it, you will get the value, that is 40.73 gram. Sorry, 40.73 liters. 40.73 liters. That will be your answer of the second question. Next we will go to the third question. Your third question is given that calculate the number of molecules in 4.4 gram of carbon dioxide gas. Okay. So we know that 1 mole carbon dioxide is equal to 44 gram. So 44 gram carbon dioxide gas contains how much molecules? That is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. Okay. Now we have to find out 4.4 gram. Carbon dioxide gas contains 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 divided by 44, okay, into 4.4 molecules. So if you just calculate the 44, 10 will be here, so that will be 6.023 into 10 to the power 22 molecules. That will be your answer. And next question, state the law associated of question number 1. That means Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac's law told us that when the reactant and product both are gaseous, if we take their ratio of volume, that will be simple whole number. Here 2:1:2, that is simple whole number. So the law associated with this question is Gay-Lussac's law of combining volumes. Okay. So in this way you have completed the 5 numbers. It's a 5 marks question. Okay. Next we will discuss another 4 marks question. Hope you can understand. If you have any problem, okay, you can send me question or you send me your problem through email. Okay, I will solve. Next question is given that state the volume. Question number 2, same year, that ICSC year 2020. State the volume occupied by (40 gram of methane at STP if its vapor density is 8. If its vapor density Vt is 8. So here it is 2 mark and another problem there is 2 mark. Now here we know that molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. So we know that A is equal to 2D. So here vapor density is given 8. That is 2 into 8, that will be the 16. That is the molecular mass of methane. This is the molecular mass of methane. So next question is that state the volume occupied by 40 gram of methane at STP. So according to the concept of Avogadro's number, we know that 44 gram, that is the 16 gram methane at STP methane, okay, occupies the volume that will be 22.4 liter. Next here question is 40 gram. So 40 gram methane occupies the volume that is 22.4 divided by 16 into 40 liters. Okay. So if you calculate this, you will get 56 liters. That will be your answer. Okay. So from 40 gram methane, what will be the volume occupied by the 40 gram methane? That will be 56 liters. Okay, at STP. Next question is given, question number 2, part 1, part 2. Question number 2, part 2. Next question is given, calculate the number of moles present in 160 gram of NaOH. Calculate the number of moles present in 160 gram NaOH. Here atomic masses are supplied, that is sodium given 23, next one is given hydrogen 1, oxygen 16. Now first we have to calculate the molar mass or gram molecular mass of NaOH. So NaOH molecular mass will be 23 plus 16 plus 1, that will be 40. Okay, so we know that 1 mole is equal to 40 gram. So here we can write that 40 gram NaOH equivalent to 1 mole. So 160 gram NaOH will be equal to 1 by 40 into 160 mole. If we calculate it, 4, so 4 mole. So your answer will be the 4 mole here. So the number of moles of NaOH, okay, present in 160 gram of NaOH, that will be 4. Okay, hope you can understand. So this is 4 mark question. One more question is there. 2 more questions is there. One is fill in the blanks. 1 mark question. Fill in the blanks. Question is given the number of moles, okay, of 11 gram nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas is dash. Options are given, that is 0.39, 0.49 and given 0.29. Now in this case we know that the molecular mass or molar mass of nitrogen is 28. So 28 gram, okay, is equal to 28 gram nitrogen is equal to 1 mole. So that is 11 gram nitrogen gas will be equal to 1 by 28 into 11 mole. So if you calculate this number, you will get the value 0.39. 0.39 mole. So this is your answer, that is 0.39 mole. Okay. Next another question came, this is 1 mark question. Another question came, that is from percentage calculation. Or percentage composition. Okay. Question is given that calculate the percentage of each atom, means fluorine, sodium and aluminum in sodium aluminium fluoride. So we have to calculate the Na3AlF6 percentage composition. Okay. So first we have to calculate the molar mass of Na3AlF6. So here all are supplied, that means atomic weights are supplied. So sodium is equal to 23 into 3 plus aluminum 27 plus fluorine is 19 into 6. If you calculate, you will get the value, that is 210. So 1 by 1 percentage we will calculate. First one is the fluorine. So percentage of fluorine, how many fluorines are there? 6. So it will be 19 into 6 divided by 210 into 100%. If you calculate, you will get 54.28%. And here in your question is given that to the nearest whole number. So if we round up this figure, it will come as 54, around 54%. Around 54. This is a round up or whole number figure, 54%. Next we will discuss the percentage of sodium. Percentage of sodium. So percentage of sodium will be, how many sodium atoms are there? 3. So 23 into 3 divided by 210 into 100%. If we calculate this, we will get the value 32.86%. So if we convert it to round up into whole number, that will be 33%. That will be your answer. And another question is given, that problem number 3, percentage of aluminium. That will be, only one aluminium atom is there, that is 27 divided by 210 into 100%. So if we calculate it, we will get that 12.86%. Now if we round up it to a whole number, so it will be 13%. So in this way, in Na3Al6, the percentage of fluorine will be 54%, percentage of sodium will be 33%, and percentage of aluminium is 13%. The total mark of this numerical is 3. So in this way, that year 2020, 13 marks came. Okay, so you can understand how important the chapter is. Next I will discuss the ICSE year 2019. The first question, I hope that you will get these questions from your book, otherwise I will give you PDF. All questions I am not writing here. Here the first question is given, that the number of moles of 12 gram oxygen. So calculate the number of moles of 12 gram oxygen. Okay. So we know that the molecular mass of oxygen is 32. So 32 gram oxygen, okay, equivalent to 1 mole oxygen gas. So 12 gram oxygen equivalent to 1 by 32 into 12 mole oxygen gas. So if we calculate it, we will get the value 0.375 mole oxygen gas. So in this way you can easily calculate. Next question is given in this year, that is the weight of 10 to the power 22 atoms of carbon. The weight of 10 to the power 22 atoms of carbon. So we know that here it is, in your question it is given that take the Avogadro's number 6 into 10 to the power 23 and the atomic mass of carbon 12. So 6 into 10 to the power 23 atoms have the mass, okay, or weight is 12 gram. Now 10 to the power 22 atoms have the mass or weight will be 12 by 6 into 10 to the power 23 into 10 to the power 22 gram. If we cut it, here 10 will come, 2, it is 0.2 gram. That will be your answer. Okay. Next question is given that the molecular formula of a compound is given. You have to find out the empirical formula. It is very easy. So molecular formula is given of a compound, that is C6H18O3. Here you have to find out the empirical formula. So you have to take the ratio carbon is to hydrogen is to oxygen, that will be 6 is to 18 is to 3, that is 2 is to 6 is to 1. So empirical formula of the compound will be C2H6O. What is given? C2H6O. That will be the empirical formula of this compound. Okay. Next, another question is given, that is the chemical equation based numerical. Came in the year 2019. question is given that copper sulfate solution reacts with sodium hydroxide solution to form a precipitate of copper hydroxide. So what is the equation? We know that twice NaOH plus CuSO4 forming Na2SO4 plus COHR whole twice. That is the pale blue PPT of copper hydroxide. Now the question is given, what mass of copper hydroxide will be precipitated by using 200 gram of sodium hydroxide. So sodium hydroxide amount is given to you now. So you have to find out the amount of copper hydroxide. So first you have to find out the molar mass or formula mass of copper hydroxide. Okay, so if you calculate it, you will get 98. Copper is given 64, oxygen is 16 into 2 and hydrogen 2 into 1. So you will get 90. Understand? So from here you can write, that is from this equation, NaOH is 40, that means 2 into 40 will produce 80 gram will produce 90 gram copper hydroxide. So here you can write 80 gram NaOH produces 98 gram copper hydroxide. So 200 gram NaOH will produce 98 divided by 80 into 200 gram copper hydroxide. If you calculate it, you will get the value 244 gram. Sorry, 245 gram copper hydroxide. That will be your answer. Okay. Now next question was given that what is the color of the precipitate form. You have to write the color of the precipitate form is pale blue. Okay. Next, another problem is given or was given in the year of 2019. That is empirical formula and molecular formula based. That also will solve here. So this year also total number came 12, and this numerical has total marks, that empirical formula and molecular formula is 4 marks. Here what is the question? Find the empirical formula and molecular formula. Now here percentage of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogens are given. Okay, so we are preparing the table so that you can understand very easily. So this is the element, next one is the percentage, next one is the atomic mass, next one is the relative number of atoms, next one is the simple whole number ratio. Okay, so first element is carbon. Carbon percentage is given 75.92. Atomic mass we know 12, so it will be 75.92 divided by 12. If we calculate it, we will get the value 6.33. Next one is that hydrogen. Hydrogen, that is percentage given 6.32%. Atomic mass 1, so this will be 6.32 by 1. 6.32. Next one is given nitrogen. Nitrogen is 17.76% and atomic mass is 14. So 17.76 divided by 14 will get the value 1.27. Now we have to calculate the simple whole number ratio. So here which one is the minimum? 1.27. So we have to divide each term by 1.27 to get the whole numbers. So in case of first, if we calculate, it will come as around 5. It is also 5 and it will be 1. So from here we can write the empirical formula of this compound will be C5H5N. Now molecular mass. Molecular mass 2 into vapor density. Here vapor density is supplied, that is 39.5. So 2 into 39.5. If you calculate it, you will get 79. So next the empirical formula mass we have to calculate. Empirical formula mass. So empirical formula, carbon is 5, 12 into 5 plus hydrogen 5 hydrogen is there plus 14. If we calculate this value, we will get 79. So what will be the value of N? Value of N will be the molecular formula mass divided by the empirical formula mass. So 79 divided by 79, that will be 1. So from here we can write the molecular formula is equal to N into empirical formula. So we know that N value of N is 1, N into this C5H5N. So that is C5H5N. So both the molecular formula as well as the empirical formula of the compound is C5H5N. Now if this is not given in question, what is the formula, what is the compound C5H5N? Actually it may be pyridine, like this. If the compound is heterocyclic aromatic compound. So this one is C5H5N. Okay. Other compounds are also possible, but this is the one of this compound, one possible compound is pyridine. Okay. So in this way we have completed the discussion of the year ICSE 2009. So this year also came 12 marks. So hope you will practice more problems from your book, and in your book board questions previous year 10 years board questions are given. So you please practice. If you have any kind of problem or any problem of understanding, okay, you can send me email or you can call through my WhatsApp number. Today up to this, that's all.